and we just got it in like 5 minutes. The only thing stopping me from entering US right now is just a flight ticket. Hi guys, how are you doing? So today was a very good day, like a very good day. I'm so excited. Let me give you guys a little backstory. I have something here to show you guys. Well, let me just give you like a little backstory. So sometimes 2 weeks ago, myself and my husband just thought of, you know what, let's just apply for a US visa. We had always wanted to apply for this US visa even while in Nigeria. But if you know that applying for US visa in Nigeria is not a joke. First, before you would even get an interview date, that is an appointment date, is war, like serious war. Some people even literally have to pay for dates, like have to buy dates for all these agents and all of that. And then you eventually get the date. It could be months, it could be in years, like you don't get earlier dates, so to speak. So anyways, we then decided, okay, let's apply from here, right? Let's apply from here in South Africa, right? And went online, filled the form. We need to fill a form, DS-160 form. The form took us about 2 hours to fill because the site just kept tripping off and you had to start all over again. And it was just very stressful. And I think it's because that's the same site I think everybody uses globally, so it's like the traffic on that site is a lot. So it took us about 2 hours each because I needed to fill my own and he needed to fill for himself as well. So even if you are applying as a family of 4, a family of 5, family of 6, everybody still needs to fill the form individually, right? So we filled the form, and the next thing that we did was we paid for the visa. I think the visa was around $185 or $180. I'm not very sure now. I'll put the correct one on the screen. Around $180 or $185, something around that amount. So we paid for the visa as well. And note that this is not refundable. So whether you get the visa or not, your money is gone, right? So we paid, and after paying, the next thing was to book for appointments. So after that, we then went to the different sites for appointment booking, and then we picked the earliest date. And the earliest date available was, let's say we applied for appointment on like a Monday, the next available date for visa interview appointment was on a Thursday. So it was just like 3 days after that day. Like, we're so happy, like so happy. If you try to do that in Nigeria, the earliest date you can see, like maybe 6 months time or 9 months time, it is that bad. Like, it is that bad. Some even see 12 months time for their visa appointment. It's crazy. So anyways, it was 3 days after, and then we just picked the dates and then picked the time. We picked 9 a.m. in the morning. And then the next thing we just wanted to do was prepare our documents, like a whole lot of document that proves where you're working, your bank statement. We got invitation letter from a relative in the US. We got so many things, right? So many documents just in case. And then the day of interview came, obviously, and then we went there. We got there around past 8. The interview, mind you, was for 9, so we got there at past 8, and then there was a queue. You just had to show your appointment confirmation so that they can be sure that you are there for the right thing at the right day at the right time. So we're there, and then we moved in. It was our turn, and they collected everything from us. Phones, none of those things are allowed. Even my Apple wristwatch, they collected it. Everything was collected. They kept it in a locker, so you could only go in with your documents alone. You cannot go in with any other personal belongings. So we went in, and then there was a one queue where they had to verify your I don't know. You verify your appointment. So what did they even do on that queue? Said, can't remember. I just know the lady asked for our passports, and then she scanned it, and then she just gave it back to us and said, okay, join the queue and all of that. So after last one, the next thing we now went to do was biometrics. So biometrics, you just go there, they put you put your 4 fingers, left side and then the right side, and then your 2 thumbs together. Just biometrics, like the normal biometrics you do for any kind of registration. That was what we did at the biometrics stand. And then from there, it was now time for the interview. Guys, while on the queue for the interview, because when they are in this interview is like when you go to the bank, like all those teller stands. So you can see all the interviewers like in the different cubicle. So it wasn't like you enter into a room. So just like all these teller stands, right? Where you have glass and then you can see through. So we could see the different interviewers, and then we could even listen into people's interview, right? So we're all on a queue and everybody just goes in one after the other. So before we even got to our turn, I had already spotted a particular should I call him, is it immigration officers they call him, or consular? I can't remember what they call those particular people that handle the interviews, but I'll put the name somewhere here once I get it. So I already saw the guy like was asking people so many questions. He was requesting for so many documents. I'm like, God, I don't want us to get to this guy. I want somebody else. God, please. Lo and behold, glory be to God, we didn't get the guy. When it was our turn, we went with somebody else. It was our turn for somebody else, and then we just got there, and the guy just asked, what did he ask? Who are you, or something like that. So because myself and my husband booked the appointment together, it was one interview. So I didn't have a separate interview from him, right? We had one interview, and it was one that answered most of the questions. I was just looking, and I was just praying. Okay, one person was speaking, another person was, praying under her breath. So the guy just asked, okay, who are you? And he just went, oh, my name is this, and this is what I do, this is where I work. And that was it. And then the guy asked, why are you going to the US? And then he said, for tourism, to visit relative, and also for my birthday. Just answered. And they have said something I shouldn't have said. So, for my birthday. So he said that, and the guy was like, okay. And next thing he looked at me and said, have I quit my job in Nigeria? And I said, no, I did not quit my job in Nigeria. Like, I'm just in South Africa on vacation to meet my husband. My job in Nigeria is still very much active. So like, okay. And the next thing, he collected both our passports and said, expect an email, blah, 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 blah. He gave us a slip that shows that the visa was approved. Guys, he did not ask for a single document. Like, the documents we went with, it was like this. Even date of birth, that be birth certificate, this one, that one, the letter of introduction, my 3 months pay slip, my husband's past 3 months pay slip. Like, we had so many documents, and this person did not ask for one. And then we just looked at ourselves like, is that all? Was that it? Like, even when we stepped outside, we're still asking people that, what next? What am I supposed to do? And they're like, the slip you have in your hand says your visa is approved. So just go and expect an email on when to get your passport back. Guys, it felt like a dream. Like, I was like, is this the same visa that people would say they applied 10 times, 8 times, and we just got it in like 5 minutes? Like, we didn't even spend up to 5 minutes in front of that interviewer. It was just grace of God, period. Nothing else. Like, nothing else, just the grace of God. So, and the good thing about this US, I think this is the best visa I've ever applied for. You know immediately. If you are denied, you are denied. They tell you on the spot. If you are approved, you are approved. They tell you on the spot. It is not like the other ones you have to apply. You can wait for months. You've not heard anything. And you submit heaven and net, radiology report, medical report, police clearance certificate. so many things like this South African visa. When I applied for South African visa, guys, I did a lot of things: medical tests, police clearance, blah 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 blah. And it took almost like a month to get the visa. And look at this. Anyways, long story short, today we got an email from DHL and the passport is back. And guys, I already opened it, Sha. I already opened it. My passport is back. And then I opened it and my visa is right there. I was so happy. Like, my visa is right there. And it's a visitor's visa, 5 years US visa. So excited. My husband got his as well. And we are so damn excited. Like, this is good. Nigeria, and God will help us. God will help us. Because it was Nigeria by now. We wouldn't have even done interview. Which interview? Maybe next year March or next year April or May. It's crazy. Anyway, just to share that with you guys. So excited about this. So excited. So right now, all I just need to do is whenever I want to go to the US, just book my flights and off I go. My visa is here already. The only thing stopping me from entering US right now is just a flight ticket. And my readiness. So whenever I'm ready, I just need to book my ticket and go. But also the fact that it is a 5 years visa does not mean that you can be in the US for 5 years straight, right? So you can only be in the US maximum 6 months at a time. Okay, so you can go 6 months, come back, go another 6 months, come back for the next 5 years. So it doesn't mean 5 years at a go, at once. No, that's not what it means. Anyways, that's it. I need to go to bed now. I've been so excited to love today. If you guys have any other questions concerning this, I thought I just needed to really talk to you guys about it. Maybe you've applied before. Let me know how did it go for you. If you are planning to apply, what other questions would you have? And if you want to apply and you're in Nigeria, right? If you want to travel next year, apply now so that you can get your interview dates and have your visa secured. Getting US appointment dates and all of that in Nigeria is not easy. It's not easy at all. I can't even lie. So right now, as I'm even here, or maybe going forward, I just want to start applying for other visas. I think it's just very good to have these visas in your passport. Anything can happen at any time. Nigeria can catch fire. I don't pray for Nigeria to catch fire, but like anything can just happen. I just need visas to just get out of a particular country at any time. So it's good to always have these visas in your passport, whether you're ready to travel or not. So far you have that money to apply for that visa at that time, right? And you have the right documents, just apply. Apply for it, have the visa, have it here. Especially US visa. Because now, as I have the US visa now, I don't think any other visa I want to apply for would come off slightly easier. Come on, they see that you've gotten a US visa before, just have more trust and more confidence in you to give you visas to other countries, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so that's the update, guys. I need to go now. It's late, but I said I must talk to you guys tonight before I go to bed. So yeah, that's it. We got it. All right, guys, I got to go to bed right now. Good night. Bye.